violas. This video is going to be about the old Boatman. This is a wonderfully lyrical, smooth, melodic, all of these wonderful kind of smooth sounding things are in this piece, and it's just wonderful. There's so many things that we can work on in this, but the main one is bow control, smooth bow, holding your bow for long periods of time. We have a couple of sections in here where you're asked to keep that slur for 8 beats, two whole notes that are either tied together or slurred together. So one thing that I suggest you do as you practice this piece and warm up for it is to just practice holding your bow, making long tones. We do this in band. If you're also in band, we hold long tones. But we can also do this with our bow. If I set my metronome at 60, which is a little bit slower than what this piece will be, so you'll be prepared for it. If I just play a nice easy scale or just easy whole notes, I'm going to try for 4 counts first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. You can try that out on an entire scale to get yourself ready for it, but then bump yourself up to 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your goal as you do that is to keep your bow distribution even. We don't want to go super fast and then run out of bow. We don't want to go too slow and then have too much bow left over. So really think about using equal bow distribution and then go for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, halfway, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, stay smooth, 6, 7, 8. So try that out to prepare yourself to use your bow well and to get a good quality sound no matter where you're at using your bow. Okay, so from the beginning, we've got a nice easy key signature, 1 sharp, that's friendly. Okay, we're working with a couple of accidentals in here. We've got high 3 C sharp, high 3 F sharp over on the C string, but for the most part, there's not a ton of accidentals. It's really thinking smooth lyrical sound, even as our bow is still holding those long tones, even if our fingers are moving, like as we get into measure 5. Smooth bow. And it starts with an up bow at measure 5. I started with a down bow, but start with an up bow at measure 5. As we get into that, then really embrace this low C string viola sound. Here's 6, 7, 4th finger. Okay, another thing that you can incorporate into this piece is vibrato. If you are currently working on your vibrato, this would be a wonderful time to use it, to practice it with all of these long held notes that we have in this part, especially at measure 9. We've got nice 3rd finger. That would be wonderful to practice your vibrato on. So start to use that. That'll really give some shimmer and some beautiful tone to this piece. As we go on, we do have some 8th notes, so keep in mind whatever tempo you end up playing this piece, still think about how to subdivide those 8th notes in the slower tempo. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. I'm looking at measure 14. F sharp. I really feel those low notes as we get into them after the 8th note melody, a little bit of melody that we get. Okay, some more long tones, long notes, smooth bows. We've got some E flats, accidentals going back to E naturals. I'm looking at measure 25. At 25, we get a little bit more movement. So let's try out measure 25, thinking about keeping that smooth bow with the moving notes. 25, go. Sorry, on the D string. Ready? Go. We have the melody. This will be the melody that you'll hear in a solo violin or some solo parts earlier in the piece, but now we get it in the viola section. So at 33, we've got this grace note before beat 3, and I say before beat 3 because it does need to come before that beat. So here's what 33 will sound like, using our bows a little bit differently now. 3, 4. Faster bow speed. Back to slower bow. Make sure you're using 4th fingers. Key signature. We just got to 42. We've got 3 sharps in there: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Let's play till the end. 42. Watching sharps. High 3. Faster bow. To the last note. This last note is going to be one where you stagger your bow changes again like we did in the previous piece. Watch out for those low G sharps, 48 and measure 50 with that low 1st finger on the G string. Really utilize your bow well and start to work on some of the vibrato that you can use in this piece. Enjoy.